mother. Very good. Batman. How you doing, young lady? Lovely. All rise. Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world, from everlasting to everlasting thou art God. Brandon and Olivia, I want you two to know that two are better than one because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him who is alone and falls and has not another to lift him up. Again, if two lay together, they are warm, but how can one be warm and be alone? And though men might prevail against one who is alone, two will surely withstand him. You see a three-foot cord, it's not quickly broken. The idea of a father giving his daughter away seems rather archaic, but that principle underlying that ancient statement is still very valid. You see, the book of Genesis tells us that a man leaves his mother and father and cleaves to his wife, and two become one flesh. When a father agrees to give his daughter away, he is endorsing this biblical principle and giving his consent to his daughter's marriage to this man. By his agreement, he willingly forfeits that primary place that he and his wife have had in his daughter's lives and gives his blessing of the marriage to his daughter and her husband. With that understanding, I am prepared to ask, who gives this woman away to be married to this man? Before I start the ceremony, Brandon and Olivia, to unite the both of you as husband and wife, I want you to take a few moments and look into each other's eyes. Think about the happiness you're feeling, about the journey you're about to start, and let those feelings seep deep into your heart. I hope this moment and these feelings will stick with you all the days of your life. Olivia, we will begin the ceremony at your behest. You may now all be seated. Sir, go get your bride. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God in the face of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate. You see, a wedding is that occasion when man and woman publicly proclaim their love and declare their commitment one to another. By its very nature, it's both a very solemn and happy event. Now, for some of you gathered here, this ceremony will prompt a flood of personal memories. For others of you, it will set in motion dreams and aspirations. For all of us, it will be a sharing in the most intimate and love-filled moment in the lives of two people we have come to know, appreciate, and love. But for Brandon and Olivia, who stand before us, this ceremony will be an act of participation in what they believe is the will for their lives. Both are pleased and honored that you have responded to their invitation to share these happy and sacred moments with them. Brandon and Olivia, every experience you've ever had, everything you've ever done, everything you have ever learned has brought you to this moment as both of you now stand before these witnesses and God to take each other as husband and wife. New experiences lie before you with opportunities to grow deeper in love with each other. You see, as you walk hand in hand into the future, cherish each moment as a gift given to strengthen the bond of love that is between you. You see, from this day forward, July 23rd, it'll always have a special meaning for you as the day that you vow to love and cherish each other for always, for all time. So each year when you come upon your anniversary, I encourage you to rededicate yourselves to the promises and commitments you're making here today. Take stock of where you are in your marriage and how you're doing as marriage partners. Express your gratitude to each other for the ways that you've effectively loved and supported one another. And forgive yourselves and each other for any judgments that may have come between you. Show each other that you can be trusted and counted on as comfort when facing difficult times. And always celebrate abundantly the successes and joys that life brings your way. Let your love lead the way and be more important than anything else. I will repeat that statement. Let your love lead the way and be more important than anything else. If you do that, I promise you, you will have lives filled with blessings and joy. At this time, I have to ask if anyone has any objection to this union. Seeing that there are none, I will ask the parents of the bride and groom to please stand. Do you give your collective blessing to Brandon and Olivia in their new relationship? Do you promise to support them with your love and wisdom? And at the same time, do you promise to allow them the freedom to grow through their own experiences? Thank you. You may be seated. Now, Brandon and Olivia, because the two of you decided that you want to spend your lives together, and this is an honorable thing, I'm one in the long line of people I'm sure that have had some advice to give to you. Brandon, Olivia is standing before you telling you that she wants to spend her life with you. She is telling you that she trusts you and she wants to support you in every way. I will remind you of the veil that she's wearing and tell you that it comes with restrictions and ask you to please not pierce her veil. You see, woman is the most delicate and sensitive of all creation, yet she's the strongest. When she raises her veil and allows you to kiss her, ask you to do so with respect. However, there will be times when she pulls that veil down and seems to shut you and the entire world out. I will remind you of the souls that have gone before us just as they protect the mystery of Christ. Give Olivia her time to come back to you. Olivia, man is prone at times to be irrational and impulsive. It is now your position to promote and render the idea of patience. You see, God created woman from the rib of man. You are part of him. It is now your job to honor the creation as Brandon is the head of the household. Or just let him think that he is. But always love and respect your husband. Let him always refer to you as his better half. You see, in every union, there's one who talks and there's one who doesn't. Learn to listen and talk your way through anything. The promises you're about to make to each other are ones of irrevocable love, fidelity, cooperation, and understanding through life and all of life's changes. I urge you to live up to the commitments you're now about to make to one another. You see, within the circle of love, marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships. A wife and a husband are each other's best friend, confidant, lover, teacher, listener, and counselor. Marriage deepens and enriches every facet of life. See, your happiness is fuller, memories are fresher, and your commitment is stronger. Marriage understands and forgives the mistakes life is unable to avoid. It encourages and nurtures new life, new experiences, and new ways of expressing love through the seasons of life. When two people pledge to love and care for each other in marriage, they are creating a spirit unique unto themselves and binds them closer than any spoken or written word. Marriage is a promise, a potential made in the hearts of two people who love, which will make it a lifetime to fulfill. In reminding you to observe your marital duties and obligations, I have done my part. It is now up to you. The couple has vows that they would like to share with each other. Olivia, you were first, please.
Brandon, I've written these vows over and over, trying to encompass what feels like a lifetime of love and adventure into 2 minutes, and I can't. So instead of words, I promise to show you every day what you mean to me. But today, as I stand up here in front of our friends and family, I can't help but think back to our first date when I left my headlights on the whole time, and the time you rescued me when I ran out of gas. I think back to our first thru-hiking adventure where I hurt myself, and our second thru-hiking adventure where I hurt myself again, and in the hotel where I also hurt myself. I think back to all of these times that you were there by my side to rescue me, comfort me, or even just to love me. And I want to thank you for the love you've shown me so far and the love you continue to show me every day. You are always there to catch me when I fall, literally, and I promise to do the same. I promise to be there when you fall and to love you through everything. You are my whole world, and I can't believe you were just down the street this whole time. God placed you in my life right when I needed you, and he did so smiling because I had no idea my whole life was about to change for the better. He knew you were what I needed when I didn't even know what I needed. His plans are so much bigger than ours, and I can't wait to see what this next chapter holds for us. So as we stand up here today before God, I vow to stand by your side and to love you unconditionally. I vow to never go to bed angry and to always be honest with you. I vow to strive every day to be a godly wife and to put God at the center of our marriage and to seek him in everything. I vow to grow old with you but never grow up. I vow to always look at the stars with you and to wipe your tears and to make you smile when it feels like you want to cry, and I promise to wipe your tears when you do, and to celebrate every victory when we can. I vow to always make you drink water and remind you to eat. I vow to never stop saying I love you and to greet you with a hug. Today, I vow to love you through it all, and as we take this next step, I couldn't be happier to call you my husband. Although I can't vow to stop being clumsy, I can vow to always be your other puzzle piece.
Very nice. Brandon?
Olivia, we've had so much thrown at us the past few months, but we survived. No amount of planning could prepare us for all of it, but leading up to this moment, I found the light in all of it. I got lost in all my stress, panic, and lack of sleep. And by my side, every step was the better half of me. From work to school to planning, you were right there by my side. You gave me support when I was broken and just wanted to hide. When I felt like I was going to lose it, you kept me sane. When I felt beaten down and hurt, you healed my pain. You have always been my strength when I was feeling weak, my happiness when I'm sad, the patch to my boat's leak. For better or for worse, you've always been there for me, and I vow I'll always be there for you no matter what this life brings. Since we met at La Casa, I knew I liked you more than a lot. And now, here we are, happily tying the knot. No matter where this world takes us, I'll always be by your side. I'll remind you every day that I have the most beautiful bride. I will remind you every day just how smart you are, and that I completely and fully trust you to drive my car. I will love you every day, even after I'm off flying in the air, at which point I will haunt you in your daily activities so you know I'm always there. You are the hiking boots to my trail and the bumble to my bee. I can't wait to see where all the miles take us and all the places we'll see. my best friend, my permanent human, my spousal unit. You have been, now, and always will be the better half of me.
You ever write any rap songs? I want you to know that respect is the cornerstone of honor. You cannot respect someone and not honor them. Respect and honor must peacefully coexist, or neither of them does. The husband and wife have a different vocation in the marriage. Just as mutual respect must exist, so must mutual love and submission, and that's what you are both charged with to obey. With that being said, Brandon, will you take Olivia to be your wife? Will you prosper before God and these family and friends to be her faithful husband, to share with her in plenty and in want and joy and in sorrow and sickness and in health, to forgive and strengthen her, and to join with her so that the both of you may serve God and each other as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Olivia, will you take Brandon to be your husband? Will you prosper before God and his family and friends to be his faithful wife, to share with him in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow and sickness and in health, to forgive and strengthen him, and to join with him so that together the both of you may serve God and each other as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Okay, join hands, please. I want to share with you just a brief story of why the wedding ring is worn on the ring finger of the left hand. This can be traced back to ancient Roman times. You see, back then, the Romans believed that the vein in that finger ran directly to one's own heart, so they called that vein the vena amoris, or the vein of love. Naturally, to showcase the new relationship, the love between that couple, they'd place a ring on that finger. But the ring goes a little bit deeper than that. You see, a wedding ring is an outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual grace, signifying unto all the uniting of this man and this woman in holy matrimony. The ring is a material symbol that has been designed to illustrate a spiritual truth. You see, a ring has two characteristics that make it suitable to us as a reminder of the importance of keeping Christ in our marriage. First, rings are circles. Circles never end. Marriages should never end. They should last and last and last. Difficult times will come, but the commitment that you're making here today is to make your marriage go on forever. The ring, which is a circle, is a reminder of that never-ending commitment. Also, rings are made of precious metal, usually gold or silver. This has the unusual quality of getting better and more valuable with age. Instead of wearing out, deteriorating, we pray that your love grow and improve with age. With these characteristics in mind, I ask you, Brandon, do you give this ring to Olivia as your sign of commitment to her in marriage?
I do.
I like that bracelet. With these characteristics in mind, I ask you, Olivia, do you give this ring to Brandon as your sign of commitment to him in marriage?
I do.
Would everyone stand? We're now going to pray for the couple, and I will ask the parents of the bride and groom to please come forward and place your hands on your new daughter or son-in-law's shoulder, please. Heads bowed. O God of love, thou hast established marriage for the welfare and happiness of mankind. Now the joys of Brandon and Olivia will be doubled, since the happiness of one is the happiness of the other. Their burden will be half, since they will now share them. Bless this husband. May he so live that Olivia may find in him the heaven for which her heart truly longs. Bless this wife. Give her that inner beauty of soul that never fades, that eternal youth that is found in only holding fast to the things that never age. May they not expect that perfection of each other that only belongs to thee. Then when life is done and the sun is setting, may they be found then as now, still hand in hand, still thanking thee for each other. May they serve thee happily, faithfully, until at last one shall lay the other in thine arms. Amen. You may now be seated. Brandon and Olivia, since you have committed yourselves to a lifelong of love before these witnesses, and you have agreed to meet the needs of each other as long as you both shall live, and have made your intentions public, acting by the authority vested in me by the great state of Arkansas, I now pronounce you husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Brandon, you may now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I introduce to you first time publicly as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Brandon and Olivia Michelle. Get going. Get going. Olivia don't get any rhythm. All right, guys.